morning, students. My name is Emmanuel, and welcome to Unibek group of schools. And today we have basic technology on the topic belt and chain drive. Belt and chain drive. Yes, we have seen belt before. We have seen chain before. How do they work? How do they look like? What are the advantage and the disadvantage and the types of belt and chain? So on this topic we are going to know more about it. Now, what is belt? As we have it on the board, belt is a belt is a strip of rubber or some other flexible material that is sloped over two or more pulleys. For instance, we have pulley in this nature, and we have another pulley. And you see the belt slope around them doing this form. One of the applications of this belt is our grinding machine. In our various or by the streets, you see some grinding machines. They used to grind those corn, beans, and tomato. You see them. This is typically an example of what belt that slope around the pulleys. These are the two pulleys. One is the driver, another one is the driven. The driver is one that rotates, and the driven is being driven by what? The driver. Alright, we have types of pulley. We have types. We have types of belt. We have types of belt and pulley. Type of belt and pulleys. Alright, we have number one, we have a flat belt. Yes, it's flat belt. It's flat belt. It looks like this in nature. It's very flat in nature. Round over two pulleys. We call it flat belt. Yes, we have another one. We have a variable belt. I may not write much because of the time. I will explain about maths. We have a variable belt, and the variable belt, this can be used in an engine to change the speed. It's used in the engine to change the speed of the machine without stopping the machine. It's used in the engine to change its speed without stopping the machine. And the variable pulley comprises of two or more pulleys. Two or more pulleys. See this form? Comprises of two or more pulleys. We call it variable. Variable what? Chain. It's used to change the speed of the engine without stopping the machine. We call it variable chain. Alright. We have the next one. We have the V-belt. Yes, we have the V-belt. The V-belt is flat in nature. As we have it on the board here, you see one of the pulley is big and the other one is small. And as you look at the belt, it have a V shape. It have a V shape. We call it V-belt. Alright, let's go to advantages of belt. Advantages of belt. Alright, let's go to advantages of belt. We have the advantages of belt and the disadvantages of belt. Number one advantage of belt is that it's inexpensive, it's affordable, easy to design. You can easily design it or produce it and also maintain it. It's inexpensive, easy to design, to produce or to maintain. And number two, we have a higher efficiency. Belt drive have what? Higher watts, high efficiency. And number 3 is easy to operate. You can easily operate belt drive. Now let's go to the disadvantage. Here, one of the disadvantages that it sleep under what? Excessive what? Load. It sleep under excessive load. If you apply a heavy load on a belt drive, you will see that it can easily do what? Sleep. Alright, let's go to chain. Chain drive. Let's go to chain. Chain drive. Chain drive. Chain drive is similar to the belt. It's similar to the belt. They have the same similar and achieve the same purpose. They are similar and they achieve the same purpose as they use in transmission of what? Power. They need to transmit power. Alright, we have the belts are driven by gear, the belts are driven by pulley, while the chain are driven by gear. If you see pulley, if you see belts in an engine or motor, you see the belt there. What we have there is pulley that what drive them. They are driven by pulley. While the chain, if you see chain, you will see in chain like bicycle, you will see gear. It's like this in nature. You see gear. They have it's like this in nature. The gear. They have teeth in nature. Why they are driven by what? Chain. Alright, we have types of chain. One, we have transmission of chain transmission chain. We have transmission chain. Number 2, we have conveyor chain. Number 1, transmission chain. Number 2, we have conveyor chain. And number 3, we have inverted tooth chain. Inverted. Alright, let's go to the disadvantage of chain. In operation, no slippage during what? Operation. If you are operating with chain, there is no slippage because of the gear has what? Teeth. Where the teeth? You will see, and the chain itself, there is small holes, and the holes will hook on the gear. During operation, there is no what? Slippage. Now we have it has number 2, it has high efficiency, and number 3, they have smaller tension. Smaller tension what required because of their nature. Smaller tension required. And let's quickly go to the disadvantage of chain. Number 1, it produces more noise. It produces more noise while in operation. If you're operating with chain, you see that because of friction, the chain and the gear, they are metals. As two of them come in contact, you see they produce because of friction, they create noise. They make noise. Now we have high cost of production. Because of its nature is a metal, high cost of production is required. High cost of production and maintenance. Alright, we have more disadvantages, but at the junction, I will stop here. Let's quickly go to the class activities on the board, as we have it here. Number 1, list 3 types of belts and pulleys and explain them. You are required to list the 3 types of pulley, belt and pulley, and also do what? Explain them. Assignments, we have number 1, identify 5 machines, each that makes use of belt and chain. I'm going to identify in the assignment, mention 5 under belts. The machine that makes use of belt, mention 5 under belt, and also the machine that makes use of chain. You also mention 5 under chain. See you in the next class. we'll talk more about it. Thank you very much.